Hey ladies, I'm back. Oh, I'm so excited to be home in my own bed. So let me go ahead and dive in. And I had some ladies ask for me to do a tutorial on my compacts that I altered. I will link the video that I show on, I believe it was on a This and That video, that I made a couple of them and I ended up gifting those. So for more inspiration, you can see the other two that I made. And if I can find my original one from like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago where I did it vintage style, then I'll go ahead and add that in the description box below as well. So let's dive in. I have these compacts right here. This is one I already did. The other two we're going to do together. So all I did was go through all of my cabochons, and mind you, I have cabochons from everywhere. So I can't tell you specifically where certain ones came from. The only thing I can tell you is I know for a fact this one right here came from downtown LA, because it's an actual bead for jewelry. So there's a hole at the bottom. You won't see it. Well, actually, maybe, let's see. Yeah, there you go. You can see it right there. And this one right here, you can see too. It's a bead meant for jewelry as well. And I used them to put on this compact. So I do know that I believe I got these from LA, or not, downtown LA as well, but you can go on Etsy. You can go, I do know that even Hobby Lobby has some. So you just have to look around for resin cabochons, and you can find a bunch of them. You can go on Amazon and find them. So these compacts were gifted to me by Jacqueline Roy. Hi, Jacqueline. Thank you again so much. I'm so finally excited to be able to do this. She was one of the ones that liked my compacts and had found a bunch of these at her Michael's. Mine don't have them, so she gifted them to me. Now, I just recently added the E6000 on here, so it's still not completely dry, but you get wiggle room with the E6000, so that's what's perfect. Now, for me, my preference, when I do a compact, I always keep in mind where this little thing opens. And I'm trying to do it so I don't touch the, hold on. I don't want to touch the cabochons and move them. So you'll see right here, this little notch, I try to make sure that my first cabochon is directly straight, then this one right here will be in the center of here. And then I work my way around that everything is evenly put on here. If you would choose to do yours more collage style, to where everything is in different places, then please do it however you feel that is amazing to you. This is just going to be the way I do things and for inspiration, okay? So this is the one compact that was pink. We are going to go ahead and do this one together. I just have it laid on here. It's not glued. I use this E6000. I do not use the big one. I do not like using the big one because by the time you get halfway through, the metal on here is already cracked or it's dried, and it's just a waste of money. So you get like 4 of these in a pack, and these are what I use, and I love them. All right, so let's go ahead and put this together. Now, I went through my cabochons, and anything that you see Hello Kitty came from Allie, just so you know. And all you have to do is type in the search field Hello Kitty resin cabochons. Okay, so you'll see right here, I don't put a ton because you don't need a lot. So don't go and get heavy-handed with it, because it'll just start oozing out of the sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my Hello Kitty to the top. Then I'm going to, and this is the best way to do, is line it up how you want it, and then start taking them off piece by piece and then putting them on, because for me, I'll forget. And so you see right there, it's just a dollop of it. And then I won't remember exactly how I did it. So I have this heart, and this heart, I know that I want it, you see how these little petals are perfectly aligned. Like, it's not like this. I don't want it that way. I want it to be this way, to where it still goes like that. Okay, so we just stick that on there. And then we're gonna go ahead and stick a little bit in all 3 corners. And like I said, you have wiggle room, so you don't, if it ends up moving, it's not a big deal, because you can easily fix it. Okay, but it does dry fast, so if you were to try to come back and fix it, like, I don't know, in 20 minutes, it might be too late. So as you're creating, though, it's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add this one. And this E6000 is no joke. I love, 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 love E6000. It is I've been using it for years for a lot of my jewelry making. So you see it's just a little bit. Put that on there. And then we're gonna put another dollop of that. And then another one here. Guys, I had such a great vacation. Let me tell you, I've never taken one. I'm 48 years old, guys, and I've not taken a vacation. So it was really nice to go to Colorado to see my older 2 boys and my 2 granddaughters. I had an absolute blast, my first time going to Colorado. And I loved it. I got to be there when it snowed, guys. Oh my gosh, I love the snow. That's what I miss about, you know, being in New York, was the snow. Of course, it wasn't heavy, heavy snow, but it was still snow. It doesn't snow at all where I live in California. So it was so much fun to see that and to be in it. I love the cold. That's the type of chick I am. I'm not a fan of heat by any means. So that was really, really, really nice for me to see, and, you know, to get out of California, you know. California is a little overrated, to be honest with you. It's a little overrated. And I'm not a big fan. We'll see. Considering if I want to move out of state or not, we'll see. So see how fast that came together, guys? Once you actually lay it out how you want it. So see, again, I have the heart, and then I line it up so it's in the center. I make sure these are even, and that this cabochon right here lined up in the middle with this little notch so that it is even. Everything is even. That's just how I like to do things, okay? So voila, this is compact number 2. Now, here is compact number 3. This is for if you want a bigger oomph to your compact. I like my compacts to be full. I like the whole top to be full. So this is how I work with it, okay? So we are going to take, okay, I already remembered how these went. I'm gonna take this first one, which right here is from Allie. You see it's like a little shaker. Super, super cute. So what I'm gonna do, because you see that it's all transparent, right? So you really don't want glue chunks to show through there. I already know that I am going to be covering a portion of it like this. So I don't care if I put a bunch here because nobody's gonna see that, okay? So that's where I'm gonna put a majority of my adhesive. Okay, and if you want, you know what, let's go ahead and add, to see if we can add just a little to the edges right here. This will bond it. You won't need to go crazy and add everything else, but just so that it attaches right up here. And just put a very little, don't go ham. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and lay this on right here. And it's pretty clear anyways. I mean, someone would have to like seriously look to see, let's go ahead and do these, the first one right here, to see if they see a little bit of glue. I don't think they would, but I like to try to keep it covered as much as possible. Okay, so we'll put this one here. And like I said, you have a little bit of wiggle room if it doesn't line up. So it's not a big deal. What you want to avoid is oozing outside of your compact. You guys, if I can, I'm gonna really try to find the vintage one that I did, because you can add lace, you can add metal, all kinds of stuff on these. You just get real creative with what you like, and you know, what you find that you want to put on here. If you add any type of image and any type of laminate, you want to make sure that you put like a Mod Podge or something over it. You want to protect anything that you put on that is not, you know, if you're trying to add an image. I've never done that before, so I can't give you solid information on that. I'm just saying be very mindful. This stuff right here will mess up an image. So that I do know. Don't ever use like an image and then put something like this behind it. You have to protect your image in some type of protector. Okay. And then I believe I had these like this. And I believe I had this one right here. All right, so let me go ahead and add this first. Okay. We're gonna line it up with the little notch that's right here. And I want the first petal to go straight. I don't want it to be like that. I just kind of want it, the one petal to go straight. That's just me being me. Okay. And then, let me see. All right, and I believe this goes here. So let's go ahead and add this one. I think I'm running out of adhesive, but let's try to get Oliver out of there. All right, that's that. I already put a hole in this one, and we're gonna squeeze out that. Okay. And let's go ahead and add that on top. Keep it real straight, the point matching with the point below. Okay, then I'm gonna add these two. Now you're gonna think, well, how are you gonna add those? Because they're gonna be at an angle like this and not flush. I don't want it flat. I wanted it to be lifted up. I do that a lot on my compacts. Okay, so all I do is I add some at the edge and I add some up top so that it's half is gonna be touching here and half is gonna be touching up here. Actually, let's go ahead and add a little more to the edge right here. Okay. Trying to get it so it doesn't get all over me. Okay, hold on. You want to make sure that you have adhesive on here and at the bottom, okay? So let's go ahead and fix it because everything moved. And then we're gonna do this one right here, and I'll lift it up and I'll show you. Put some up here, put some down here. And the reason why I'm putting it at the very edges, because that is what's really gonna be touching that part. I want to say the bottom part, it doesn't feel like it's catching, so let me make sure. So you see right there, it caught on. Oops. Let's pick that up. So we're going to put them at the very edges of on both sides so that it catches at the bottom and at the top. Okay, now I feel it. Because you can feel like when it's catching up here and it's not catching down here. Okay. And then we have this little cutie patootie that I had sitting right in the middle. Okay, and you'll see that he is not sitting like dead center in this heart. So we don't want to add adhesive too high up on his head, or else it's going to goo all over the top part, and we don't want that. So we're just going to do it at the lower part here and then here. Okay. Make sure you're in a very well ventilated area, because this stuff does stink. Okay, and if you are sensitive to smells, it does have an odor to it. Okay, and like I said, it doesn't take too long to dry. All right. So you'll see how I like to keep everything lined up as much as possible. If you see something is off a little bit, then you have time to go ahead and adjust it, fix it before you walk away and leave it. And then look at that. See how easy that is, guys? Super easy, and it takes no time. The time that it really is invested in this is thinking of your layout. That's what takes forever. Is like, oh, what am I going to use? How is it going to match? How, you know, that's what took me a little bit. I did that on my lunch today since I'm working remote this week. And then I was like, well, we're going to put these together. Yay, guys, look how pretty and fun are these. So now they're ready to be gifted. Perfect gifts if you already have like a good, you know, selection of cabochons or goodies, stuff like that. And look at that, guys. How adorable is that with the little twin stars and Hello Kitty up at the top. I love it. So I hope you guys are inspired. Thank you again, Jacqueline, for sending me these compacts. I love them so very much. And I have more. I will be making more. I did order some more Hello Kitty cabochons from Allie. I can't lie, there's some cute ones on there. So I want to make some Hello Kitty compacts for my Hello Kitty friends that I have and send them some. So this is it, guys. And again, I hope you're inspired. Please check in the description box below for the other ones that I had already previously created for inspiration. All right, have an amazing and super blessed week. And I'm so happy. I will see you guys later. Bye.